So, hello everyone, welcome to our webinar today where I'm hoping to showcase to you all of the reasons why you should love P&O Cruises just as much as I do. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Steph Adams and I'm the Training and Engagement Manager at P&O Cruises, and I'm joined by our lovely training executive, Angie Angelova. So give us a wave, Angie. Now, there are so many reasons to love P&O Cruises and for you to promote our incredible holidays to your customers. So today I'm going to run you through a few of my favourite reasons. Not only are we a brilliant holiday options for your customers, but you'll hopefully see by the end of this, there is so many ways that we want to reward and support you as our very valued travel agents. So how does that sound? Without further ado, I think I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my sound, and Angie is going to give me the thumbs up if you can see that. Yes, you can. Okay, so let's get cracking, shall we? So we've got 8 reasons to explore today why you should love P&O Cruises. Reason number 1. Well, with P&O Cruises, your customers can holiday like never before. And look, last wave, we launched this incredible creative platform and brand line to describe how we want our guests to feel when holidaying on board our ships. And you may have seen that this tagline is used on a lot of our television advertising or indeed press printing. Now, this line captures the sentiment that a holiday with P&O Cruises offers something new and something different to other holidays, an experience that your customers won't be able to get anywhere else. It carries that feeling that the experiences that we're going to give our guests will be something positive, memorable, and special. And that's something I truly believe in. You know, I've had so many cruise holidays where I've done something different. I love a flop and drop holiday. I love relaxing around the pool, cocktail in hand, book to read. And of course you can do that on board P&O Cruises. But on my holidays with us, I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone and I truly have holidayed like never before. I've took part in some of the shore experiences, and going ziplining in Antigua or learning to surf in Gran Canaria did push me out of that comfort zone. And I truly, really resonate with holiday like never before, because at P&O Cruises, ultimately, we're here to transport our guests to new experiences and have fresh ways of thinking. So to explain how we mean about P&O Cruises going to get you to holiday like never before, watch our manifesto video.
Humans. We're creatures of habit, and we love sticking with what we know. The same reliable beaches, the same familiar vistas. The same kind of holiday this year that we had last year. Then one day you look up from your Pinot Grigio and think, when did we become so predictable? Well, this may come as a surprise, but there is another way to holiday. You see, if your normal holiday is a movie, then a P&O Cruises holiday is a box set. You haven't really arrived in Italy until you've arrived from the water. You'll never appreciate a helicopter tour if it's not followed by a massage. You haven't really seen the fjords until you've been inside a fjord. The penny might drop when you realise that you're not travelling by land, sea or air, but by infinity pool, or that you can drift off to sleep in Grenada and wake up in St. Lucia. And as you gently cruise through another screensaver-worthy vista, you might just think, why on earth haven't we done this before? It's time to unlearn everything you know about holidays. To go beyond the obvious into the extraordinary. It's time to holiday, but not as you know it. P&O Cruises. Holiday like never before.
How many of you love that? This is a brand new video as well. This is the first time I've shown this, but how great is that? Do you understand what we mean? With P&O Cruises, you're going to holiday like never before, and I love all the love hearts coming up the screen. Please do keep them going, because you know what? We know at P&O Cruises, those guests who try our holidays, They are converted. They've had that eye-opening, perception-changing experience. And we call that perception-changing moment a travel wisdom. Now, these travel wisdoms provide unique truths about our product and our guest experience, which just ultimately showcase how incredible our holidays are. Now, we talk about our travel wisdoms, and they're recounted through a series of different epiphany moments. That precise moment where someone's on holiday and says, yes, this is the holiday for me. This is the absolute fantastic holiday that I've never had before. So do look out for our advertising, because there's a couple of examples of our travel wisdoms on screen. When we talk about our world cruise, when watching the world go by has a whole new meaning. Yes, imagine leaving Southampton, heading for 28 destinations over 100 nights. What a way to watch the world go by. When we talk about the Mediterranean, and is it Thirsty Thursday? Because me and Angie would love to be in the Mediterranean, sipping French champagne today and Spanish sangria tomorrow, because we want a holiday like never before. So reason number one, do you love holidaying like never before? Now, there's a couple of those questions in that poll box, so please do make sure you take the quiz. Reason number two of why you should love P&O Cruises. Well, it's all about the value for money. We want our guests to have the best holiday, and that is why so much is included. When you look at everything that's included on a P&O Cruises holiday, can you beat this on a land-based? So let me ask you a question. When you are talking to your customers, what do you normally charge for when you're booking your customer's holiday? Flights, transfers, hotels. They've then got to budget for their days out. They've got to budget for their activities. Well, with P&O Cruises, all of that is included. So our guests can relax knowing all of these great things are paid for. Our guests can go and enjoy all of our incredible food, take a workout in the gym, take the kids to see a film in the cinemas, go and have a dip in the pool with the snacks on the side. Read up about all of the great things they're going to do in the next port they get to, because we've got port guides included in the price. And all of these things, dining and entertainment around the clock, is included in our holidays. Plus, of course, with P&O Cruises, the great news is that great service does come as standard. No tipping is required. So really do think about the value of our holidays when you see some of our incredible lead fares, and then you really think about what you can get your guest to holiday like. Now, if guests do want to treat themselves to maybe that extra cocktail at the bar, of course, our onboard currency is the pound sterling, which means no one's got to worry about any fluctuating exchange rate. A pound is a pound. So when I go and have my cocktail of the day and I see my favourites there, I know exactly what I'm paying for. There's no extra charges, and I know I'm not looking at an exchange rate there. Our value truly is demonstrated in the extras that guests can pay for drinks, speciality dining, spa treatments and Wi-Fi. And they are there, of course, to enhance guests' holiday, but by no means are essential. Now, for me, I love having a little tipple on board, and it's cheaper for me to actually have a drink on board than it is in my local pub. And, you know, you're looking at prices here. It is still incredible value, and I absolutely know where I would rather be sipping a drink, watching the ocean vistas pass by. Now, we do have drinks packages available for guests that want to be able to pay up front for their drinks. And if you do need more detail of that, please do check out Shine Rewards Club. We've got our Learn and Earn Hub and our Life on Board section there, where you can actually download all of our drinks menus and our speciality dining restaurant menus too. So you'll be able to see when you're showcasing onboard spending money, what can guests spend that on? You'll see the value of the pound. And we will talk about dining a little while later, but look at this incredible menu, which is Jose Pizarro's, one of our local food heroes, tapas on board. Brilliant value. So do think about that. Now, other things guests can pay for is things like Wi-Fi that starts at £14 a day. But spa treatments and shore experience will depend on what our guests are looking for. But really do think about how much is included, because that is where P&O Cruises has incredible value for money. Now, who has been selling some P&O Cruises lately? Give me the thumbs up. Are you shouting about that value? I'm sure many of you are. Okay, lots of thumbs up coming through the screen. That's what we like. Now, reason number 3 is that we know our British guest, and we should do. We've got over 185 years of experience, or if my maths is correct, 188 years to be precise, which truly means we know what our guests expect from P&O Cruises and their holidays. We know that a holiday with us is all about exploration, new sites, cultures, experiences. But while we're on board, we've carefully chosen our brand partners to make sure our food, our drink, our entertainment, and our facilities help to make our holidays even better. From British spirits in the bar, to the way we design our ships, to supporting homegrown talent in our entertainment, we've designed our holidays with our guests in mind. And I don't know about you, but it's those distinctly British touches that are very understated, but go a long way to make our guests feel at home. From tea and coffee making facilities in the cabins to the 3-pin plugs and the white company toiletries, we've got those home comforts. And I honestly don't like staying in a hotel now where I can't go and get a cup of tea in bed. I think I've become very spoiled and very used to the cruise life that I don't know how I can stay anywhere else. But that's really important to me. Now, other British touches, and you might have guessed from some of the pictures on the screen here, is, we've got afternoon tea in our main dining restaurants. Again, included in the price of our holiday on sea days for once a week. But guests can go and have those lovely finger sandwiches, cakes, pastries. Got to have a scone, but we won't get into the debate of jam or cream first. But however you eat your scone, you can go and do that. And then whilst we're in our pubs, we've also got the British beers, spirits, ales, and those all-important bar snacks too. Now, sticking with drinks on board, we partner with 2 British spirits companies to offer our own blend of gin and rum. And we partner with the Salcombe Distilling Company, with whom we've created our Maribel gin, and the Tidal Rum, with whom we've created our Golden Tide Rum. Now, both of these spirits are available for guests to sample on board or take a bottle home with them. They can purchase it from the shops. Now, it's very exciting that we have this partnership because Maribel Gin is distilled in Iona's very own gin still, which was the world's first gin distillery at sea. And then Golden Tide is a distinctly spiced rum, which is beautiful, with coastal botanicals from the shores of Jersey. And actually one of my favourite things that I've done for working for P&O Cruises is go and forage for the botanicals that get blended with the rum. And that is crafted on board Arvia during our Caribbean cruises. Is there any thumbs up for any fans of the Golden Tide and the Maribel gin? I can see Angie nodding away. But aside from that food and drink, the Britishness comes through with the entertainment, because we know our British sense of humour. We love our incredible theatre shows and live music, the entertainment that we would expect. But we've also partnered with a family favourite, Ardman, and I've got to just zoom in here because guests will find Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep on board all of our family-friendly ships. And this is myself and Angie enjoying our family day ship visit last summer. Now, these guys bring on their familiar brand of fun, frolics, and it's a bit of British eccentricity, isn't it, having them on board with us? But they can come and take part in a welcome on board party. Guests can go and see the latest film screening. They might do a Shake It With Sean dance workshop, clay workstations, or families can go and get a bedtime story read by these. So story time makes it even more special. So our guests really do love all of these British touches. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you a video of some of our guests telling you just that.
I think everyone needs a holiday. P&O Cruises got it nailed.
There's always so much to do.
There's the infinity pool.
Gym.
Kids club.
The food is amazing.
So much choice.
Definitely best value for money and recommend it to anyone.
We've been travelling with P&O Cruises for 22 years now. We've always been very happy with the service, the staff are wonderful.
There's just smiling faces everywhere.
I'm not having to lift a finger while I'm here.
Our cabin steward has been giving us tea bags and cookies.
We love the entertainment. I think that's what drew us back, didn't it?
The show's been great, just incredible.
Oh, we are having the
It's
best
been a
time.
great experience.
I wonder how we'll ever go back to anything that's not a cruise at this point.
With P&O Cruises, we're dealing with sterling, so you haven't got the volatility of the exchange rate. You know exactly what you're paying.
We were thinking of rebooking on day 2.
It's the best way of seeing the world.
I don't want to go back home.
What a great testimonial video there we can see. We truly know our British guest. Now, how are you doing with these questions? Angie, is there any questions or how's everyone doing with the polls so far?
Yeah, I think there was just a question about white company toiletries, and it's available on every single grade in any of our cabins across the entire fleet. I know it's hard to believe, but I personally love being on board, just getting back to my cabin, relaxing and knowing that got white company toiletries is so luxurious, right? Even if you're in an inside cabin, you can spoil yourselves with that.
Thank you so much, Angie. Okay, we're going to get into reason number 4 that you should love P&O Cruises. And truly, we do have a ship for every day of the week. Lovely. I love it that we've got that. And there is so much choice. And I'm sure many of you have got your favourites. Comment away. Let us know what your favourite ship is if you've been on board. Now, many travel agents and customers alike often ask me, well, out of 7 ships, how on earth do I work out which ship is right for my customers? They know P&O Cruises is the brand for them. They know that we offer the incredible holidays. We've got all of those touches from home with so much included. But what ship? Now, 2 key questions I always encourage any travel agent to ask is, do you want to be on an exclusively for adult ship, or are you okay to be on a family-friendly ship? Or does size matter? Because it really does narrow your search down. Those 2 key questions will help you immediately distinguish which ships you could recommend to your customers. Now, Aurora and Arcadia, there are exclusively for adult ships, whilst all of the others are family-friendly. So that's nice and easy. They also happen to be the smallest ships in the fleet, so they take between 1,800 and 2,000 guests. But some of our ships, Iona and Avia, take 5,200 guests. So that size difference really does matter. Now, personally, I love a big ship. I love wandering around, going having a different evening every night, different restaurant, different bar, different bit of entertainment. But we do know there are customers where that might feel a little bit overwhelming. So a smaller ship may be more suitable. So a great way to talk about our fleet of ships is to talk about them in 3 different sizes, if you like. We've got our XL class of ship, Iona and Avia, the latest in our fleet. Our large family-friendly ships, our flagship Britannia, and then the sisters of Ventura and Azura. And then our exclusively for adults smaller ships that are known for their discovery itineraries, Arcadia and Aurora. So let's explore every class, shall we? We'll start with the biggest and work to the smallest. We'll start with our XL class of ship. Now, if you ever needed 3 words to describe these ships, I always use freedom, variety, and innovation. Now, freedom comes in the fact that Iona and Avia are solely freedom dining. There's no set meal times. Variety comes in the fact there's over 30 places to drink and dine on board. And that includes a gastropub, a Mediterranean restaurant, a multi-dining piazza. And then you've got innovation, which comes in abundance from our first gin distillery at sea, our Sky Dome. We've got on Avia mini golf, high ropes, a mission control, which is just a fabulous multi-sensory submarine simulation game. I knew I wasn't going to say that right. A multi-sensory submarine simulation game. Wow, that's a tongue twister. But we've got new accommodation type like our conservatory mini suites and so much more. So freedom, variety and innovation perfectly describes them. Now, the other thing is that they're all about making the sea the star, and Iona was named after a Scottish island. Wherever you stand on the Isle of Iona, you can see the sea. And we loved that concept at P&O Cruises. We really wanted to bring the outside in. And Iona, of course, is beautifully going to the Norwegian fjords, absolutely perfectly designed with that. Sitting in her 3-tiered glass-walled atrium to those conservatory mini suites and the Sky Dome, you truly never get bored of the scenery around. But Avia's was named, and her name means from the seashore. And that living by the sea, I know it's all about tranquility and peacefulness. And we want to have that at the heart of Avia's itineraries. And she goes to the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. So she's in the sunnier climes. These ships, you definitely need more than a week to explore because there is just so much on board. And actually, we want Avia to help you see the world in widescreen. So to give you an idea of the scale of these incredible ships and to do them justice, let's just take a quick tour of Avia.
Welcome to Avia, our sunshine ship. Every detail has been designed to celebrate the balmy climates, sparkling ocean views and colourful cultures of her spectacular destinations. From the paradise islands of the Caribbean to the magnificent Mediterranean. With inviting outdoor spaces that make the sea the star of the show and unique onboard experiences. Delicious drinks and dining day and night, from indulgent high-end cuisine to relaxed poolside snacks. And world-class entertainment for the whole family, serene spas and endless sea views. If you want to know what makes Avia tick, look no further than the iconic Sky Dome, an innovative design that brings the outside in. It's a relaxed place to drink, dine and unwind poolside by day, and an entertainment venue with serious wow factor by night. It's what Avia is all about, capturing the essence of incredible destinations and creating immersive, unforgettable experiences. Like Mission Control, a unique and exclusive escape game combining multimedia simulation and live-action storytelling to create a thrilling underwater odyssey. Avia is proudly home to the first rum distillery at sea, with a custom-made still in Anderson's bar producing delicious, one-of-a-kind rum. Ideal for an authentic Caribbean rum punch or a perfect pina colada, best served with show-stopping ocean views. There's a menu and a venue for every occasion. 6th Street Diner serves up the spirit of the classic all-American diner with seriously tasty soul food. At Green & Co, featuring Mizuhana, exciting menus showcase innovative plant-based dishes along with fresh and stylish sushi plates. Or perhaps you'd rather sip something cool while lounging in the pool. You're on holiday after all. Step forward, Avia's Swim Up Bar. Views for days. Altitude Deck delivers adventures for the whole family. Tropical island-themed mini-golf, an adrenaline-pumping high ropes challenge, a sports arena, and a splash and paddle zone for little guests. And as sunny days melt into starry nights, Arvia's impressive entertainment venues, shows and experiences take centre stage. Including the Amber Lounge, where glamour, good times and expertly crafted drinks combine, all accompanied by show-stopping aerial performances. All this and more delivered by Arvia's superb crew, devoted to holiday happiness. Arvia has it all.
So, of course, it would be amiss if I didn't talk about the other ships as well. So we'll move on to our large family-friendly ships. And you know what? We've got Britannia and Ventura and Azura. And actually, they might be smaller than our XL class of ship, but actually they've got over 20 places still to drink and dine. 8 entertainment venues each and 4 swimming pools. So still plenty of variety. Now, you can see the size difference. Britannia takes 3,647 guests, to be precise, and then Ventura and Azura around 3,100 guests. So may feel a little less overwhelming than the XL class. Now, Britannia, she is our flagship. She came out of a multi-million-pound refit last year. She is known for her contemporary glamour, and she's just a beautiful ship. She was actually designed by Richmond International, a really famous hotel designer. So she does look a little bit different to the rest of our ships, but a definite favourite of mine. I'm not sure you should say favourites, but if you've ever been on my webinars before, you will know that she is. She is just phenomenal, but you know, she's got some really unique features for our guests, including a cookery club where our guests can get hands-on in the state-of-the-art kitchens, guided by a brilliant team of chefs, and even Marco Pierre White, the godfather of British cooking, if he's on board himself. She is a beautiful ship that goes to the Caribbean in the winter, and if you love island hopping, this is a perfect ship for that. But in the summer, she's got a really nice variety of itineraries, from the Norwegian fjords to going up to Northern Europe and Scandinavia, and she's also got some beautiful peak summer holiday cruises to the Mediterranean as well. So lots of variety with Britannia. One of my favourite moments was being on the red carpet when the late Queen named this ship. So truly a beautiful ship who turns 10 this year. So lots of celebrations, and I can see the celebrations going up the screen. Now, Azura, she's the only ship that actually doesn't come into Southampton. She's based out of Malta in the summer and out of Tenerife in the winter. So perfectly placed in the summer to go and explore Central, Eastern and Western Med, and then island hop around the Canaries in the winter. And it's brilliant with us because we can fly our guests out to meet Azura from so many regional airports. Do check out our flight page on Shine Rewards Club. But one of the unique features for Azura, in one of her most exciting features, is out by the pool. She's in the sunnier climes. Well, why don't you go and see the sea screen? Because it's more than a pool. It's an open air cinema too. So the screen sits proudly above the pool. We show a variety of classic films, family favourites, classic blockbusters, and you can just spend outside relaxing by the pool or taking in that open air cinema. I think that's incredibly popular. I'm going on Azura my own holiday this year, so I should definitely be doing that. Her sister ship, Ventura, well, she is always based in Southampton, so it's absolutely essential we've got her pool covered or a retractable roof, because even though I like to tell my northern family it's always sunny down south, it's certainly not today. So definitely one for travelling out of Southampton. But a fun all-rounder. There's things like an arcade on board and so many places to go and enjoy as a family. Now, speaking of families, just a bit of a top tip for you. Ventura and Azura, did you know they're the only ships in the fleet where they have a family suite that can take up to 6 guests? So all of our other family suites take up to 4. But Ventura and Azura have the BE grade of cabin, and this consists of a balcony cabin, but with an internal inside as well. So you can't book them on Polar online, but if you've got any bigger families, then it's worth checking out the family suites. And actually, Angie, we were really impressed, weren't we, when we were last on board, how much space the Ventura and Azura suites have.
So much space, and they also have actually 2 entries. So the inside cabin next to the main suite will have its own entry door as well, so it makes it really nice and easy for families to enter the cabin, and it's just really spacious. And every time we've done a ship visit on Ventura and we've been to the family suites, I hear agents just saying how great that suite is for families. So do check those out, because we only have 2 on board, so there's not that many, but they do sell out very quickly, but they are great.
Yeah, so plenty on board for our families. Now, we like to say these are small but mighty, just like our training team of 2. There's only the 2 of us, but we've got our 2 Aurora and Arcadia. And these are the ships where we can discover more of the world. Now, don't be... they are our smallest ship in the fleet, but if you look industry-wide, they are classed as a mid-sized ship. So Aurora takes just over 1,800 odd passengers, and Arcadia around 2,100. Now, you will be really impressed when you see quite how many venues there are on board and how beautiful they are. But what I love about Aurora and Arcadia is that these appeal to our most loyal guests, but they can take our guests further. Now, we do have an older demographic of guests on board these ships, more because of their discovery itineraries. So if we look at their Mediterranean itineraries, for example, you compare that to Arvia's 14 nights. With Aurora and Arcadia, if we go to the Med, we might do 19 nights, for example. So we can get our guests to go further because we can immerse them into those smaller, more niche ports. These are the ships that go around the world. They go to South America on adventures and go up to the Northern Lights too. Our world cruises, Arcadia is out on a world cruise having a phenomenal time at the moment. So they've got some amazing itineraries. Both have got some really unique features as well. We've got the 3-tiered Palladium style theatre on Arcadia. Aurora's got some beautiful 2-tiered penthouse suites. So there's some absolutely wonderful features of these ships. And if you do want more detail on all of our ships, then do check out our fleet pages, because we've got 360 videos to show every venue and all of our accommodation as well. But truly, these are very gorgeous ships, and actually Aurora is one of our favourites when we do a ship visit. So many people tell us how great she is, and she turns 25 this year. So we do have a ship for every day of the week. Let us know in the comments what ship is right for you. Now, we're moving swiftly through this and we're going to get into dining, and I don't know about you, but is any of you hungry? Because dining is one of the most important reasons that people choose to cruise, and you just won't believe the quality and variety of the food on board our ships. We've got it all from British and innovative fine dining to buffet restaurants with global cuisine. We've got takeaway favourites, pizzas, hot dogs, fish and chips, speciality restaurants in abundance. There is so much included. Now, we do have amazing facilities. So we do cater for vegan and vegetarian diets as standard, but we can also cater for a wide variety of dietary needs and intolerances. So everybody that comes on can go and dine the world in style. Now, we offer freedom dining or club dining. There's the 2 options, but don't forget on Iona and Arvia, it is of course freedom dining. So the 6:30 and 8:30 dining time for club dining does not apply. But guests can go and enjoy breakfast, lunch, that afternoon tea on sea days once a week, and their main dinner in our main dining restaurants, included in the price. We've also got our casual options, so guests can go to the buffet, which is open for all of those meal times. But we also do a 5 p.m. kids tea in there and a late night buffet from around 11 p.m. till 1 a.m. So you're never going to get hungry. Go and grab your pizzas, your hot dogs. And on our larger ships, we've got the Keys, that multi-dining piazza. Again, all of this is included in the price alongside that main dining restaurant. Now, we work with incredible food heroes to really just elevate even further the quality and variety of our dining options. And you may recognise some of these on screen. Our main food heroes are Marco Pierre White and Ollie Smith. Marco Pierre White designs the menu for us on celebration nights in the main dining restaurant, so every guest can sample that. Ollie Smith curates a beautiful wine menu in the glass house, which could be paired perfectly with Jose tapas. We've got Shivi Ramatar that treats our guests to some Caribbean street food, and she's also got a menu in the beach house on Arvia's Caribbean Cruises. And Kjartan, he is a Norwegian master chef who designs a menu for us on our Norwegian Fjords Cruises in Epicurean on Iona. Now, these food heroes are just brilliant because it means that we don't leave a destination behind once our guests step on board. We can bring our destinations to life. So you're waving goodbye to a Spanish port and you're eating Jose's tapas. Just phenomenal. All of these food heroes really show the quality that we offer our guests. And I'm absolutely sure you will love to dine in the main dining restaurant for celebration night because it is phenomenal. Now, some of our offering as part of the select price with P&O Cruises is that onboard spending money. And I always like to talk about dining and our speciality dining in particular, because what can you spend onboard spending money on? Anything you like. But where dining is such an important reason that people choose to cruise, it's brilliant to bring some of these venues to life. On the left, you've got Epicurean, which offers a sophisticated and contemporary setting. It's all about that fine dining. You can see it with the crisp white tablecloth, beautifully presented dinners. And that starts from around £30. So if you're on a celebration evening, what a wonderful fine dining atmosphere to have some gorgeous food. If you love a curry, you might want to go to Sindhu, which is the dishes pictured in the middle and the venue here. Authentic cuisine, Indian cuisine with a British twist. It's a phenomenal place to go and try something new. And, you know, this is priced per dish. So main dishes are around £11 each. And then you've got the Limelight Club on there. Any fans of Chesney? Is he the one and only? Or maybe Gareth? But look, we pair our dining with some brilliant best of British entertainment. So you'll get your gorgeous 3-course meal, and then you might be entertained by some of Britain's best loved entertainers, regaling you with their tales and their songs. We just took 100 agents on board last year on Iona for Shine at Sea. We had Arj in the Limelight Club. He had us all on our feet after a gorgeous meal and was just one of my favourite nights. So when you think about onboard spending money, you think about how important dining is, think about some of those speciality restaurants. But hopefully by giving you an idea of some of those prices as well, again, it goes back to that value piece. Okay, let's make you hungry.
Now
Right, Angie, any questions before we get on to the last few reasons to love P&O Cruises? A few laughing faces coming through there. You all want to eat your screen as well, don't you?
I think I just want to say I also love Sindhu. I love all of our dining actually. So I do struggle to pick, and I just kind of, where should we go tonight? Just because there's so much variety as well, and even our Freedom and Club restaurants, where the menu kind of changes every night. It's just nice and exciting to see at the table and think, oh, what can I order tonight?
Yeah.
There was a couple of questions about, well, not so much questions, but when we said about the family suites and the location of those, but don't forget that we do have interconnecting balconies. So for families, if they maybe don't like the location of the family suite, doesn't work for them, and we do have balconies that interconnect. And we do also have when you look at the deck plans, if you're really clever and look at Iona and Arvia, there's some grades that have a slightly longer balcony. I've put in a quick tip in there for you of one of the cabins, and there are GE grades, so they're kind of like in the mid-aft area. So that's also really nice if it is available, because I know guests do kind of know that those cabins exist, so they do book really, really quickly. But as an expert, you can kind of recommend them. There was a question about the swimming pools. Are they heated? So we do monitor the temperature. And we try and keep it around 29 degrees. But when it's nice and sunny in Spain, I've been on board, and it's just nice to cool down. So yes, we do look after those. But we have got the whirlpool spas on board as well. So they're really, really handy. I went on a New Year's Eve cruise recently on Arcadia, and that was just really, really nice to be outside, but in one of the whirlpool spas. So not too many other questions. And then one other one actually about our ship visits, because a lot of you are absolutely desperate to get on board our fleet after seeing this lovely presentation from Steph. So look out for on our weekly emails, look out on our social media pages. They might be coming very, very soon, and we look forward to seeing you on board once you sign up for those.
Yes, look out for it. It is Angie and myself looking after our ship visits. We hope to welcome you on board. Right, let's get through the next couple of reasons to love P&O Cruises, because I want to talk about you guys. But look, you're going to be dazzled by our amazing entertainment, and I absolutely love getting my Horizon magazine coming through my cabin door every night, so I can plan my day around my meals, the entertainment, and of course I've got to leave time to go and explore. There is so much variety of entertainment to just suit any taste. We've got everything from theatre shows, aerialist performers, live music, comedians, quiz show, dance lessons, cinemas, and the list goes on. Everybody of every age can be taken care of, and I do think cruising is such a multi-generational family holiday that no matter what your age or your interest, you will find something. If you like to go and have a workout in the gym, you can. If you want to go and take part in an art workshop with Creative Waves, we've got that. We've got bingo, which always gets very competitive on board. And of course, we've got our amazing reef, the kids, our children's clubs on board. Entertainment around the clock. By day, you can do as little or as much as you want. There's always quiz shows, there's always deck games going on board. There's always so much to do. But I don't know about you, Ange, and you've just done a New Year's Eve cruise, and the nighttime activities are phenomenal. You might want to get dressed up for celebration night. You're going to go to the theatre. You're going to see the live music, but I know in particular you loved the silent disco. So we do just have so much to offer you when it comes to entertainment. And I don't want to give too much away in terms of what we have to offer, but truly, like I said before, we know our guests, we know what you like to do, we know you love that live music. The theatre shows, sitting there immersing yourself in a 45-minute show of an evening is just wonderful. So make sure you do check out and be dazzled by our amazing entertainment.
This is our brand new show for P&O Cruises.
It's called Unbelievable. It's a brand new magic and illusion show.
This is going to be good.
Today is our first day of rehearsals. We've got our brand new cast. We've got all of our new illusions.
This is so exciting.
I can't wait for the audiences to see it.
reason number 7 is we want you to unleash your inner explorer. And look, from Norway to New England, St. Lucia to Sydney, Canaries to Chile, we have got the world covered with P&O Cruises. We can take your customers to dream holiday destinations, open their eyes to countries they perhaps have never thought of, plus take them to places that are truly best explored by sea. And I do really think that the Norwegian fjords is best explored by sea. I said before, I like to do things I wouldn't normally do, and some of our shore experiences don't always have to be so active. I really enjoyed a pottery workshop up in the hills of Gran Canaria, and I also went to a coffee plantation, which was wonderful to see. But I have also loved hiking the Brickstall Glacier or kayaking in the Nord Fjord. So unleash your inner explorer and go and do something different. For me, it's about seeing a destination and having a story to tell. And I feel that I do tell that because I've gone and immersed myself in these shore experiences. And do tell your customers why they should book with P&O Cruises. We can get your customers under the skin of a destination with experiences that we curate with locals. And we would never, ever leave anybody behind. So a real bonus of booking shore experiences with P&O Cruises. Now, when we're talking about brand partners, we said about, working with partners to really elevate what we offer. Thinking about getting under the skin of a destination is that we've got a great partnership with Time Out, who are ultimately destination experts. They can help our guests go and have that really authentic experience. And we know sometimes people that have not cruised, that might be a barrier, that they might think they're not going to get that authentic experience of a destination. So Time Out, with their expert guides to cities across the globe, can help us with that. The partnership's twofold, really. We can take expert recommendations from Time Out's editors, but also we can give our guests those discoveries in our shore experiences. So we work with Time Out. They recommend some of our experiences, and some of the experiences they've given their stamp of approval have included paddleboarding in the Nord Fjord, going on a Rome treasure hunt and gelato class, and then discovering dolphins and whales by Rib in Madeira. Some really unmissable shore experiences. So they put their stamp of approval on experiences we've already had. But then they've curated their own shore experiences for us. I don't know if any of you have ever been to the Lisbon Time Out market. It's a foodie's heaven. They've curated an incredible gastronomic workshop at the Time Out market there. And then they've also got a Time Out market in Barcelona as well, where we've got another shore experience that guests can go and visit. Again, it's authentic, but for Lisbon and Barcelona, where perhaps guests have travelled there before, they can go and explore a city in a very different way. So go and unleash your inner explorer. Go and try something new. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. We've got unmissable shore experiences. Now, who's ready for the last reason to love P&O Cruises? Because it's all about you. It's all about you. Why should you love? Why should you promote all of these other reasons to your customers? Well, I'm going to tell you why. It's because we reward you. And I hope you do feel that we reward and support you. Give me those reactions. Now, you must all be signed up to Shine Rewards Club. I hope you are, because if you're not, you're missing out. Not only do we reward you for every select price booking you make, so you go on, you book, spin, win, repeat, you win those Shine points. We also want to reward you by increasing your knowledge. So we have a Learn and Earn Hub, which is mine and Angie's baby, if you like. Every single month, we put out 5 new ways to learn, and we want to reward you with Shine points to make sure you keep interacting with us. If you go to the Learn and Earn Hub, we've got quizzes, webinars, you can book in for one-to-one sessions. And hopefully you've enjoyed this webinar and you might come back to us. On the Learn and Earn Hub, we've got Polar Online how-to guides, we've got videos. You'll also find that life on board section where I said you can download the menus and the drinks menus too. We're busy organising our ship visits, so keep your eyes peeled because you'll find more details out about Shine Rewards Club, because seeing is believing. Now, with your Shine points, you can of course cash them in for your shopping vouchers, but we want to get you on board. So, did you know you can take advantage of a 10% discount just by being a member of Shine Rewards Club? Alternatively, you can use your points towards your own holiday. So if you want to get on board, there's plenty of opportunities for you to get on board with us. And you can check out all of the Shine perks and everything on Shine. We want to reward you. We want you to keep learning. And I hope that you love P&O Cruises quite as much as I do.